classes are for. We've identified students who still need a class to finish in a particular area that was discontinued, and so upon completion of their certificate or degree requirements, they will still be granted a certificate or degree. But we are not accepting new students into any of the programs because those have been discontinued. So what you're seeing now is what we call the teach out of those programs that were discontinued. Now, we are offering courses, such as courses like a welding course and other courses as part of other programs or certificate programs. Those will continue to be taught, but there is no longer a certificate or degree in the programs that were discontinued.
Other questions from the board?
Just one quick. I noticed that in our, under number 2, support the career technical education, workforce development, and economic development agendas, we indicate that we're organizing a local economic development summit. When do we anticipate that?
I will allow Executive Vice President Bynum to update you.
Yes, Trustee Otto, we've got that conference planned for probably mid-November. We're going to be putting together a committee from the community to be able to help us. Kauffman Foundation has offered to support and sponsor that conference for us as well, and so that'll be an opportunity for us to be able to highlight and showcase some of our business development programs.
Yeah, I'd be interested in working with that committee.
Mm-hmm. Be happy to have you.
Thanks.
Very good. No other questions on this item? There is a motion, a second, to approve the board goals. All those
Board President Kellogg, and it's certainly your prerogative, but if you'd like, I can comment on some of the CTE, since we're talking about the CTE goal, if you'd like me to comment on what we're doing now, or just wait.
You know, it can be, go ahead now, because that's why I wanted to, right. We've heard so many times where people say these things, and the comment I've been telling people, if you want to take a welding course, take a welding course. You just can't get a certificate anymore. So with that lead in, absolutely. You'd like to respond
well,
to that?
and I appreciate Dr. Shaw's comments. As much as I may disagree with them, and I know she and I have spoken many times about what we're doing in the CTE area, and I think she's got a pretty good insight of the different things that we're putting into motion in the CTE programs. We just hired 2 faculty members, one of which is a CTE faculty, to launch, help us really get off the ground the cybersecurity program. So we're excited about that. We're going to be hiring a number of faculty over the next 2 years, and we're going to make a concerted effort to ensure that the programs that need career technical education faculty receive some of the highest priority. We're also continuing to work with the CTE area to determine how we utilize the assets that are still there to create new programs. I know Dr. Shaw is very familiar with what we're doing in that regard. We're looking at expanding the electrical program, which she is a faculty member of. We're making plans to move it to the Pacific Coast campus, expand it, create a really robust solar program. And there's a number of things that we're doing to stay in line with the board's goals. This college is committed to career technical education. I think at some point later in the academic year, if the board wants, we can come back with a much fuller report on the different initiatives that we're pursuing to ensure that